About breathing and posture. There was a discussion in the community a few weeks back about sitting. How do we sit and why is this relevant? Well, first, let's just quickly ensure we are on the same page about the core. Okay, the core is a catch all useless term, but well, we need to use something. So, core it is. It's a six-sided box. Front of the box, two sides, the back of the box. So in the core program, you will be using, well, you'll find that you're using all of them, right? Of course, you're using your glutes, which are an integral part, in certain cases, your quads as well. So anything that helps us stabilize our, well, trunk, that's what we're going for. But there's a key component to this, which is how we breathe. We need to learn to breathe behind the shield, and without the shield as well, we need to learn to breathe well. To do that, you need to give space for everything, which brings us to sitting. Most of us sit like this, or we stand like this. In the couch, things are worse, but you can see we are rounded, and some muscles are overstretched, some muscles are pulled, they are not in their neutral place. And now, when the diaphragm, which is the top along with, let's just say, the nose of the box, and our pelvic floor, the bottom, both are relevant components because the diaphragm is the muscle we need to use to breathe. Think about eating with your left hand instead of your right hand, or think about eating with your left foot instead of your right hand. It makes no sense. Yeah, but when we use our neck and our chest to breathe, and we use them to breathe a lot more than our diaphragm, it's like using your foot to eat. It makes no sense. So what we need to do is we need to first sit properly so we can breathe properly, and so we go into active sitting. Now what am I doing here? I am simply on my sit bones. I am not, being inactive. I'm being active by I am pushing the floor away with my sit bones, and I am pulling this up. And now everything's in a much better place, so I can breathe. Tongue into the roof of the mouth, and I breathe, and I am able to breathe all over. And for those of you who are not able to breathe into your back as well, I have a simple suggestion. Palms like this, squeeze this. Don't shrug. I'm very relaxed, so we can be here. And now you'll find it a lot easier to breathe. So I'm sitting tall, and I'm breathing, and I'm able to breathe in my back. Now the thing with, say, something like Padmasana, and I understand if you can't do that, it's okay. It's just to demonstrate a point. Now when we do something like Padmasana, it's hard to slouch. It's possible, okay, but it's not a given that you won't slouch. Doesn't matter how awesome an asana is. This is why when we sit normally as well, we need to actively, consciously sit tall, create that space, and use our diaphragm to breathe, and not be like this. Push this back, breathe, and try and get this entire cylinder going. So this kind of active sitting, or when you stand, active standing, is extremely important. Now it doesn't matter if you're in Vajrasana, because it's possible to slouch here too. So whatever it is you're doing, get tall and breathe. and it requires you to be active. Now, with all of this, breathing into our belly, sitting actively, of course, it requires conscious thought, conscious action. There is no way around it. Well, if there is, well, I hope we get there automatically, but I have not yet gotten there. So, it is something I have to actively and constantly keep working on. So, whenever you remember, or if you have the opportunity to do, say, 5-10 minutes of this scattered over your day, say like watching TV, right? Yes, it's a time to relax, but can you just sit tall and you will realize you will breathe better. Okay, yeah, I think that covers everything I wanted to say. So active sitting, sit tall, just breathe. No metronome, no nothing, just breathe better. Have a good week.